What is going on, everyone? So these are two of the most popular budget-friendly Bluetooth speakers on Amazon. And in this corner we have the P5 from SoundPeats, and in the other corner we have the SBode M400. Both of these speakers share a lot of similarities. They're both $50. They both offer Bluetooth 4.1. Both have an auxiliary input. Both have microphones for calls, and both share a similar cylindrical design. And then both speakers also have a little woofer on one end, which could potentially help with bass response. However, one of these sounds much, much better than the other. The controls and features are going to be slightly different between the two. The SBode has pretty typical buttons all in a row with a couple notable features, such as the power button, which doubles as a mode switch between Bluetooth, FM radio, and auxiliary in.
FM radio mode. Aux in mode.
As well as a true wireless stereo button, which you can use to pair two speakers together for stereo sound, but I was not able to test that since I only have one speaker. And then there's also going to be a battery indicator, which I think is great. Now with the SoundPeats, it has the typical power button as well as an indoor and outdoor mode button, but it gets a little bit fancier with the volume being controlled by a click wheel that brought me back to great memories of my original iPod. And then on top of the speaker, you'll have controls for next and previous track, and a single LED indicator which will indicate charging, fully charged, and a low battery. And then in terms of the construction, the SoundPeats is slightly heavier and feels a little bit more polished and refined than the SBode. And although the controls are a little bit fancier on the SoundPeats, the SBode is going to be a little more suited for outdoors use with a cord that you can use to clip it to a backpack, but both do fit inside a water bottle cage on your bike. But I'll leave it up to you if you want to be that person. The SBode claims to be splash-proof, rain-proof, snow-proof, dust-proof, and even sand-proof, and I had no problems even after running it under some water. And then both have the auxiliary in as well as micro USB charging ports hidden behind a rubberized door, but the SBode also adds a micro SD card slot for purchased tracks. For battery life, the clear winner is the SoundPeats with its 4000 mAh battery, and I got over 8 hours out of it at a medium to high volume, and then it charged in about 4.5 hours. The SBode only has a 2200 mAh battery, and I only got about 5.5 hours of playtime at a similar volume, but with that smaller battery, it only took 3 hours for a full charge. So, features are great and all, but if the sound sucks, none of that really matters. So let's take a listen, and just for comparison, I'll also be comparing it against the OG, the originator, the Ooyy Boom. So put those headphones on and let's take a listen. headphones on or even off, the SoundPeats clearly wins in terms of sound quality. There's going to be much more clarity and significantly more bass response in the SBode. And the SBode is okay, but there really isn't that much bass. But you heard it for yourself and you can make the call. The SBode will be a little bit more rugged and durable device with a simpler design, but you still have to make sure to not damage those little woofers on the side that, in my opinion, didn't really do much at all. And the sound quality isn't wonderful by any means. However, I have to give the SBode some props for having an FM radio function as well as a micro SD card slot. Both of these features are super handy when you don't want to pair your phone, let's say if you're really low on battery. The SoundPeats will easily win in terms of sound quality and design with a much more elegant look, and it's just overall a little bit more refined. However, it's going to be a lot happier indoors. So I'll have links to these exact products in the description below, and while you're down there, hit up that comment section with what you thought of the sound quality. Thanks so much for watching, and remember to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for a lot more videos like this coming soon.